but she's now based in Cork, so go and support her. And speaking of support, I have 3 people in studio with me now at the moment, which is fantastic. I have Barry J. Hughes, I have Greg Clifford, and I have Wojciech sitting here in the studio with me. And we're going to talk a little bit about the PolskaEire Festival, which both Barry and Greg are going to travel over to in Poland. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hey,
very well. How are you?
You all good?
Good,
Hi.
yeah.
Nice to be here.
Nice to be here. So guys, okay, so Wojciech, maybe we should start with you. What exactly is the PolskaEire Festival?
Well, PolskaEire Festival is actually a festival focusing on celebrating a good relationship between Polish and Irish communities here in Ireland, but since last year also in Poland. And we do that together with the Polish embassy in Dublin and with the and also with the Irish embassy in Warsaw.
So it's only since last year it's been both cities.
Well, actually the festival started in 2015 in Ireland. It grew quite quickly actually over the years, and last year we decided that it would be good actually to bring it back to Poland as well, because the links between Poland and Ireland are growing amazingly over the last few years now, and it would be good to show people there in Poland how we live here, because there is almost like 130,000 Polish people living in Ireland, which is just a shocker, to tell the truth. And we wanted actually to bring to Poland a bit of Ireland, but also a bit of what we as a Polish community do here in Ireland, to show them that we are a lively young community which is integrated and is actually celebrating living in Ireland.
Yeah. So what is the difference then between the Polish community here and then the Polish community in Poland? What would what would there be a difference in?
Well, I would say that's a bit like Irish diaspora abroad, that people know that there is plenty of Poles living abroad, but they don't really know what it is to be immigrant to the big extent, because majority of population stays at home, which is natural in every country. And what happened to us is that more or less 10 years ago, plenty of Polish people came to Ireland. They were all in their 20s. And now suddenly they are in their 30s or even 40s.
Kids.
They are all having kids. They are having kids. They are becoming part of the community. And because it's Ireland and almost everybody is singing or playing something, well, automatically you are getting into this stuff. And we decided that actually culture is something which can actually bring those communities together, and that's how we started in Ireland. Started doing just day events for the local communities, and it grew, and then we decided, okay, let's try to do that in Poland as well, and that's why we brought that back there, and it happened. And I have to say that it was my private interest that I wanted to have a real reason to go back to my hometown, which is Ruda Śląska, and I decided, okay, let's try it there, because I know people there, I know organizations.
Where is Ruda Śląska?
Yeah, that's a bit difficult name.
Very difficult. That's why I didn't say it. I was like, I can't do it.
Ruda Śląska is in Upper Silesia. Silesia region is a very industrialized one, and the main city is Katowice. For most Irish people, they can locate that on the map if I say that this is more or less 80 kilometers west to Krakow.
Okay, yeah.
So then everybody, I think, can say it's closer to Germany than... Yeah. So you fly to Krakow or Katowice, and then you are pretty quickly in Ruda Śląska. This is, as I said, industrial city with plenty of coal mines in the past. Now it's a bit going through the transition period, because coal mines are becoming obsolete to the big extent. But the economy is growing. Unemployment is very low, like 3-4%. So it's actually a very lively city and the whole area. And when we went there, we were wondering how to do it. And to our surprise, very quickly we found plenty of local partners who were very happy to actually do something which is not even Irish or Polish, but actually intercultural. That's for them was the main reason to get involved. And now we are running there a team of almost 40 people with local organizations like a local culture house or NGOs or local schools. Even local philatelists get engaged.
Brilliant.
Can you imagine? They actually order an official stamp from the Polish Post to commemorate this festival.
Brilliant.
So
that is brilliant.
This is just amazing, because who is now collecting stamps? I mean, I know I'm a strange dinosaur. I'm doing that.
No, actually, I know a 9-year-old who collects stamps.
Oh, okay. So I'm very, very happy. He should keep going.
A 9-year-old called Siobhan, called Nisha, my friend Siobhan's kid, loves collecting stamps, especially the Irish ones with the army soldiers on them and stuff like that, which is really interesting. Really interesting.
So we are doing this kind of a similar stuff. These guys are now printing postcards for us for the festival.
Brilliant.
It's all just growing from the
that's great memorabilia
local
kind
energy.
of stuff as well. That's lovely. You can send those home to Ireland, and you can get people to go in and literally buy one and then send them back at the festival when they're there. It's a great idea.
Other story which is also very interesting is that my wife is running a local Polish school, complementary school in Arklow, County Wicklow, and some Polish people are now coming back home after being here 10 years or 8 or whatever for different reasons. And last year when we did this festival, one family which left Ireland a year before, they actually came to our festival because her kids were missing Ireland.
Wow.
And they wanted to have this Irish experience, and they knew us because we were teaching them before. So that was really amazing that we actually managed to brought these links together, and on the same time show Polish people there how great Irish culture is. And at the same time they were able to show to the Irish who came, because last year we had a rugby team from Arklow, actually what they can offer to them, and we found actually that we have so many in common. I mean, music, love to music, to good dance, to the film is something which is very general and it's in every culture. And I think that's what's wonderful about that we are actually celebrating the richness of our cultures without actually competing. It's all about embracing.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. And like, I suppose what you're saying there about like the family going over and want to go to the festival because they wanted to like experience Ireland again because they missed it so much. I suppose that's kind of what they do with like the likes of maybe in America, where they do the Irish fests in America, and like there's Irish fests in like, you know, Milwaukee Irish Fest, Nova Scotia, they have an Irish fest. Like they're all over the place because there's so many Irish people over there and they want to experience this, like, you know. So it's probably something similar in that vibe. They want to like connect to their roots, where they're from. So it's a really great thing that you're doing over there. It's great, fantastic idea to bring everything over there. But it's been in Ireland for a few years now, so it's 3 years.
Since 2015, so it's already like 4 years now.
So how did, like, I suppose starting it off here, how did you find it here? Was it embraced as well as it was over in Poland?
Well, actually, maybe it's just my personal experience, but I'm finding Irish people very open to new ideas, things, and really looking forward to having some fun in life. And all it's based on local initiatives, which is very important. You have a great local civic spirit here in Ireland. In small towns, it's almost amazing what people can do. And as I said, most Polish who came were very young, and they are now having young kids. And that really, really helps, because then once you start sending your kids to school or to preschool, you are starting to know local parents, you are getting to know them better, you do things together. So the idea came in a very simple way, that we should just approach local communities, not in Dublin, because Dublin is always oversold. There is so many things happening here that nobody is really interested in small initiatives, because you have such a variety of things to choose from.
There's so much stuff.
But in local,
too much stuff sometimes.
But in local towns, if somebody is doing something, it's for free, and it's on the same time led by local people with some great ideas. It actually really sparks and works. What we did, for instance, in Arklow in 2016, we brought actually Irish comedian living in Poland, Peter de Burka, here, and he did a stand-up show to Polish community in Arklow and Irish people as well, about his experiences of living in Poland. Then we also did an International Children's Day together with the Arklow Scouts. We brought those kids to our event, to the school where we are running the one, and our kids and the Scouts kids were having a great fun the whole day. We organized that with the local community, and I think that way we are really getting to know neighbors, people, and people also see that we are just the same. We are here now for a good few years. We are becoming part of the scenery almost. We are almost invisible until maybe we speak, because then my accent is selling me, unfortunately.
The accents are always hard to lose, aren't they?
But in general, that really sparked, and as I said, over those few years, it grew amazingly. This year we organized during June and end of May more than 100 events across Ireland, which are all led by the Polish communities in those small towns. It now is coming to the end in Ireland, and now we are starting to promote the Polish leg of the festival, which is in Poland. But we reckon that more or less 30 to 40,000 people every year is taking part in those events, even though they are not in the RTE main news, but they are really happening, and they are then in the local press always visible, and that's even more important.
Helping bring in commercial value into the town as well. So that's great, and give people jobs, which is always very good as well in that state. So then, how did you come across these two boys? Because I know these for a long time.
Rascals.
You know, it's a very, very tricky history.
I can imagine.
A few years ago, there was a very tragic incident in Orlando where some crazy people shot plenty of people. And Barry was asked by the local LGBT group to come to Arklow to play, to commemorate the event and to pray for these people. And I don't know how, but you know, this is a small town, Arklow. Somehow we got contacted whether we can help with the equipment, and we happen to have equipment because we use it in our school. I mean, the music equipment, this kind of stuff. So we actually borrowed that to the group, and Barry came by bus Aaron with his guitar, and he plugged into our amplifier, and that's how we started. I listened to his music, and I realized, Jesus, this guy is just good, really, really good, and I want more. So I bought his CDs. My wife was looking at me a bit like, oh, he's buying another music again. But I bought those CDs and I listened at home. And I said after a while, you know what? If we're ever going to do something, I want him to be on scene with me and doing some nice music for us. And in the next few months, we came with this idea of doing the festival in Poland. So that's how Barry ended to
amazing how a little thought kind of comes into your head and you go, I'm going to do that, and you're making it happen. So it's really nice. It's really good that way.
And then we also met with Greg later on during one of the Barry's gigs, because I got to know that he's going to play in Arklow. So I went for a gig, and then I met Greg, another musician which I really fond of. As usually, I bought the CD, I listened to the CD, and then I said, no, he has to come as well. So now is the next year, and he's coming as well.
You know what? They've been stuck to each other for the last year anyway, at least. So you know, they might as well keep on going for another year or two. Yourself and then Ian as well. So like Ian is around too. The three of them were going off on a big tour all over the place last year.
Well, my wife is telling to me that you know they probably think that you are some kind of a psycho fan because suddenly you met them and you are bringing them somewhere. But I'm hoping that they will be enjoying as Barry, I hope, enjoyed last year.
Yeah, no, I hope so. So Barry, you've been over there then. So what was it like when you went over there?
It was great, very warm welcome. I suppose we were only speaking about it earlier on. The only drawback for me was my visit was so short, but that was due to having gigs back in Ireland. So it was a very short visit, but the gig was great, and the crowd were brilliant. I got to speak with people after, and I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting some of them again. I got to speak a bit of Polish on stage.
Oh,
that
right.
was quite adventurous for me.
I don't even think I know Polish.
I've forgotten it all, but I'm going to brush up on it again. It was great. Lovely town there. The weather was good, and music was well received. So yeah, it was great to get that call early last year from Wojciech to go over. You know, I was delighted. I was kind of taken back when I took the call, and I was still trying to register. Kind of, who is this guy? You know, because I'd kind of forgotten. You know, and I was on for straight away. I was like, yeah, absolutely. You know, count me in. So. Yeah, it was great.
Well, Barry, then since we're talking about the music, let's have a track from you and let's see what Wojciech was so enthralled by to bring you over to Poland.
Sure thing.
Might be the best thing to do.
I'm going to play a song called "Guide Me Home." It's one of my older songs.
Great.
So we'll give it a go.
Yeah.
With nowhere to go, I'm trying desperately to find my way back home. If you meet me on the way, don't ask again, 'cause I'm fine, I'm just on my way. Hey. It's like a box of tricks, 'cause some you want and some mean nothing. There's no talking, but still a little. What did he say? He said, I'm fine, I'm just on my way. Hey! Guide me home, oh won't you help me? Guide me home, oh won't you help me? Guide me home, oh won't you help me? Yeah, to guide me home. Fire inside me now. Won't you look through the haze and you can see the light? You're almost there now and you're doing well, 'cause you're fine. You're just on your way. You're just on your way. You're just on your way.
Fabulous.
Hey,
that's great. Absolutely fantastic. Now we are running out of time. I should have had like a longer, like a whole hour on this. So because I know the lads do some really fantastic music, but maybe another time I'll do it another time and we can talk a bit more about it. Will we get a bit of music from Greg now? And Greg is going to be going over for the first time over to Poland and going to this festival. So we'll have a little chat about him afterwards. What are you going to play, Greg?
I'm going to play my new single. It's entitled It's Too Late.
Which you released today, I believe, was it?
Yeah.
There you go. That's great. Let's have a listen.
Cool. Oh, this lack of authenticity is bringing me down. Oh, you got notions and feeble dreams. Oh, I can relate. Yeah, I know how you feel. Is it too late now? And now we're running out. Oh, yeah, it's too late. But I don't wanna fall asleep. It's too late. Tomorrow won't appreciate. She said all the things I wanna hear, and in the morning come. I'm not the same man as the night before. Da 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 da. Oh, da 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 da. Oh, I got to get myself away and venture to the unknown. Always looking forward, neglecting the now. But you should embrace this place, yeah. 'Cause the moment will pass. Evaluate yourself, because there's no one else. Oh yeah, it's too late, but I don't wanna fall asleep. Too late, tomorrow won't appreciate. She said all the things I wanna hear, and in the morning come. I'm not the same man as the night before. I'm not too late. Oh, it's too late. Oh, too late. Yeah, it's too late. I'm not the same man as the night before. Da 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 da.
Fantastic. That is brilliant. Yeah, so new music is very good. I like it.
Cool, nice one.
You've always written really good stuff though, Greg, so it's not like
it's not a shock to the system.
It's not a shock to me. So Wojciech, obviously, and like Greg, so this is the first time you're going to be over there.
Yeah, it's going to be my first time in Poland.
In Poland ever? I've never been there, so that's going to be nice. That's going to be a really nice experience then.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about music. You get to meet so many different people and travel to interesting places, so I'm just kind of embracing the whole thing. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a very interesting experience, and like I think Wojciech, I can only expect this to get bigger and bigger in Poland as well. So this could be one of like the big ones. What's the big one over just in Amsterdam? There's a big, huge festival where they rent out all the boats and everything like that for accommodation.
I don't really know festival names.
Like that.
Well, I would not be upset if that would grow to this extent.
Oh, I think it'd be brilliant if it was huge.
Well, I do believe that there is a real basis for growing that further. Already last year we had good 5,000 to 6,000 people attending those different events, so it's not actually a small festival anymore.
No, it's medium size. It's that meant, yeah.
And it's actually amazing. Growing further. And now I have to say that because I'm amazingly happy that Cultural Ireland and Irish Film Institute actually is backing us now this year. Right. So actually it seems that if we go further in this kind of a shape as we do, we have mighty chance actually to grow it further to the extent that it will be actually a place in Poland where Irish community in Poland could actually come during the summer and have a bit of fun, because there is more and more Irish people living in Poland as well. A lot of actually students, especially of medicine, who are there. On the same time, as I said, we have plenty, thousands of people who are having family members in Ireland, and they actually want to actually as well sense what it means to be a bit Irish, what it is about Irish culture that people are so fond of, and that's the opportunity for them. They don't have to come here, which is quite expensive place, as we all know.
It's very expensive.
They can come to Ruda Śląska and we will provide them the best Irishness possible.
As much as they can get. So guys, I haven't got a lot of time left, but so where can they find information on PolskaEire?
Yeah, so first things first, the page is called www.PolskaEire and then festival, but festival written by W.
Okay, so
PolskaEire
like you have
festival,
in Polish.
And then .pl.
Brilliant.
The page is in Polish, but I'm pretty sure Google Translate will do.
As much as it can.
Yes. We are also as well on Facebook. If you put PolskaEire Festival Ruda Śląska, you will find that. If you follow Greg or Barry, you also find links to us. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
And what's I think the most important is to say that if anybody here in Ireland is planning any trip to Poland in the end of summer, because we are doing that, as I said before, 24th to 26th of August.
Yeah.
Really, don't go just to Krakow. Krakow is oversold. You
Everybody
should come
to
a better place, of course.
There. It's just outside Krakow. You can
so fly to Krakow, rent a car, drive 40 minutes, pop to us. And what's good about this festival is that we are not just doing Irishness, but we also do a lot about the Silesia culture, which is in this place very vital, and we are actually combining that. We will be doing, for instance, cuisine workshops where there will be a fusion of Irish and Silesian cuisine traditions together presented, and people will be able to take part in it. We will be doing dancing. Greg, he didn't mention that, but he is actually going to do a traditional Irish workshop, music workshop. So that will be something which he will be actually sharing with others as well.
Okay, so we just get Barry J. Hughes's Facebook and stuff like that. Just Barry J.
Barry J. Hughes or Twitter, Barry J. Music. Yeah, thank you.
Fabulous. And Greg, which new song came out today is?
Yeah, it's called It's Too Late, and people can find it on Spotify, iTunes, and gregcliffordmusic.com.
Fabulous. Guys, I have to wrap it up. I'm really sorry. Could you go for another hour? But